This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 94 of the Wisdom by WESA show on the Horse Radio Network.
I'm Casey Wilbanks-Coletti.
And this is Sophia Aguilar. Welcome to Wisdom by WESA on the Horse Radio Network.
This podcast is brought to you by the Western and English Sales Association, WESA, which provides the world's largest trade events for retailers, manufacturers, and sales representatives of the equestrian industry. In this podcast, we feature exclusive interviews with noteworthy Western and English personalities, retailers, and exhibitors who you've always wanted to talk to. Don't miss out on all the news for manufacturers and retailers in the equine industry. This is now the last episode before the August WESA trade show kicks off. Sophia is here and wondering if she can share any behind the scenes of what's happening now just before the official first day.
Of course, the exhibitors can move in early towards the end of this week. You know, sometimes when you walk through the WESA hallways, you realize how much effort the exhibitors put into the displays of their products. And that's why the exhibitors can set up displays as early as this week and get everything done well in advance to be ready for August 25th.
Can you share some of the highlights again for the buyers?
The daily events, which include food and drinks, are definitely a nice way to just reconnect throughout the busy days of the trade show and also to refuel. And then the WESA Runway Cafe fashion event is always a buyer favorite. You can sit, eat, and be inspired by the news items. And then there's so much more. All of the events are shown on the WESA Trade Show app and on site, including some specials and giveaways.
Do you have any tips for a successful show?
We recommend using the directory as a basis and then also using the app for the most updated information. On the app, we have a list of specials that exhibitors offer, for example, 10% off or free shipping, so that does come in handy, or also parties and presentations that they host during the WESA trade show.
Hannah Miller was a collegiate equestrian at Auburn University and has continued to remain active in the sport, training both horses and young riders. Fairfax in Favor has always had a strong U.S. market, but decided it was time to have a sales and marketing presence in the States as well, and hired Hannah as its first U.S. marketing director. She joins us today to chat about the marketing strategy that's being followed. A little different start to the show today. I am introducing our guest today. I'm so used to Mike doing it, and we are missing him today, but he will be back for our next show. Today we have, as we mentioned in the introduction, Hannah Miller here with us, and she's going to talk to us about Fairfax in Favor, which is a brand new exhibitor for WESA. Hi, Hannah. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So before we get into Fairfax in Favor, which I cannot wait to do, I just want a little background on you and, what you did in the equestrian world and what's kind of led you up to this point and led you to working with Fairfax in Favor.
Yeah, well, that's a funny story, actually. I graduated last May from Auburn University, where I was part of the eventing team. I competed to the training level with my mare, who is currently coming back from injury, so hopefully we'll get back out there soon. But I was the fundraising chairman for the eventing team for 2 years and developed a lot of contacts through trying to get stuff donated for auctions, stuff like that. And I met Eric through that. He is the owner of Hound and Hare, which is a small business out of Kentucky, and they are the kind of premier stockist for Fairfax in Favor. And he just happened to mention to me one day when we were on the phone that Fairfax in Favor was looking for a marketing intern in the U.S. So I figured I've got a full-time job teaching riders and training horses and all that fun stuff. It'd be nice to have a little bit more income, horses are horses.
Sure.
And I was like, I'll give it a shot. And so by chance, I was actually going to England the following month and did a working interview over there, met all of the team, fell in love with the brand, what it stands for, and everyone that I work with. And I haven't looked back.
Awesome. Well, first, let me tell you, I wish you the best, you and your mare. That hits close home to me. So wish the best for you guys to get back out there. And I love the fact that, I think it really means something when you love what you do, you're passionate about what you do. You obviously just mentioned you fell in love with Fairfax and Favor. Tell us why. Give us an introduction to the company, the brand, and tell us why.
I have never been one to really have a style. I've been working at barns since I was 12 years old. Like, you put on a t-shirt and a pair of shorts and you go and clean stalls. And I found Fairfax and Favor through the eventing community. A lot of the big riders wear their boots on the jog ups for the big events. And just kind of, it was like an aha moment of, oh my gosh, I need this in my life. And now I can't, anything that I want to wear will have something with Fairfax and Favor. I mean, I'm loving it. And it's just such a quintessential British brand that just echoes the British style. And I think it has a place here in the U.S.
Sure. When I look at the website, and I'm in the Western world, but right away when I go to the website, I immediately see class and sophistication and quality. And that's just looking. I haven't wore the product. I haven't touched the product, but it's almost like you can see those attributes.
Yes. I mean, everything is just high quality and high functionality. It's just great products for sure.
What is, if you can name your best-selling product, what is that go-to product that seems everybody goes to?
That would be the Regina. That is the first tall boot that Fairfax and Favor developed. It is a kind of well-fitted suede boot. It's got scallop details on the side, comfort insole, beautiful zipper up the outside of the leg, and a tassel that is interchangeable. So you can match your tassel with your outfit.
And they're so beautiful. I could see, I would wear these just as, you could wear these as an outfit. You don't have to be doing they're beautiful. They're beautiful boots.
They're beautiful boots. And you can go from like a chic polo match to, we have like a rodeo style boot. We have outdoor boots. I mean, there's just a little bit of everything for everyone.
Yeah. So marketing, big job. That is a really broad title, I would say. I always, when people
Yes,
say I'm in marketing, it's like, whoa, because we have so many different forms of platforms that we can utilize to market at this point. So, wow, big title, big job. Just share a little bit with us. Obviously, we know one of the avenues you're taking is becoming an exhibitor at WESA for the first time. Very excited to have you. Sophia could probably echo that. I think the brand will do absolutely amazing, and I'm sure that's what you guys are thinking as well. But marketing director, tell us about that and just some of the avenues you're using to market in the U.S.
Yeah, so we are really big on social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the girls overseas kind of oversee those. The cool thing about our brand is we essentially call ourselves a club. And we've got Facebook groups that once you buy a product, you get the passcode to come into the group and be a part of the family. And it is such a great community of people that are just there cheering each other on through ups and downs and getting excited for new products together, and will help each other find kind of those limited edition items. And it's just a really wonderful group of people. We do a lot of giveaways on Facebook and Instagram for kind of like pet of the month or outfit of the month, stuff like that.
Oh, fun. social media is just, I had dabbled in social media years ago, but with all the new platforms, it's so amazing. It really is. I know it's a long story, the creation of Fairfax and Favor. I know there's a lot of depth to it. Can you share with our listeners just a little bit of that nostalgia, how the company got started?
Yes, I love this story. So it's two best friends that started the company, and they started it because they realized that it's two guys, and they realized that one of the things that women will judge a guy on are their shoes. So they wanted to develop a high-end shoe company that was really just going to be sophisticated and functional. Part of our brand as well is that we are really big into trade shows, whether that be direct to consumer or direct to retailers. We love to do big events, especially in the eventing world, like Land Rover Kentucky, the Maryland 5-Star, and Burley and Badminton as well.
Hannah, a lot of times the brands that we talk to here on this show, I would say, if not all the time, the majority of the time, they give back in some way. And I always want to touch on that because to me, it's like the essence of a brand, and it lets potential retailers get a feel for who the people are, what the brand stands for. And one that you guys give back to is the breast cancer care campaign. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so every year in the fall, we do a breast cancer awareness line, usually a pair of boots and a pair of tassels that you can change out on your boots. And all proceeds go to the Breast Cancer Awareness Fund in England. And we have raised over 100,000 pounds so far doing this.
So also that campaign, I read that it's heavily endorsed by bloggers and celebrities and cheered on by many loyal customers. So to me, that's something, it speaks volumes that there's people behind it and support it and for years to come. So thanks for sharing that with us. If there's anything else you would love to share that I did not hit on, please feel free to tell us what we need to know about Fairfax and Favor.
I think we are just so excited to finally be a part of WESA and develop our brand even more with your retailers.
We're so excited. I think that your brand is going to do excellent, and good luck. We're so excited to have you be a part of WESA. It's a great big family, and I know everybody's always there to help, and Sophia is a wealth of knowledge and help as well. And thank you so much for your time coming on the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Show notes and links from today's show can be found at wisdombywesa.com. And we'd love to hear your feedback. There is a content link on the website.
The Wisdom by WESA show will be published on the 15th and 30th of every month. You can listen on most of your favorite podcast players, and you can also listen on the Horse Radio Network app on your iOS or Android phone. You just search Horse Radio Network in the App Store. It's free and super easy to use. Be sure to visit all the great shows on the Horse Radio Network at horseradionetwork.com. Thanks for listening to the Wisdom by WESA podcast. WESA, where the industry meets.